What's going on, you guys? So, I've been seeing Anthony Joshua doing a lot of talking lately. I've been seeing a lot of articles, and I just, you know what? I'll just let him get it all out first, because it seemed like AJ got a lot to say. And sure enough, he did. He said something around the fact Wilder has 40 fights. Why didn't he unify? I unified at 20 or something like that. He said he'll knock Wilder out in 6 rounds. It won't be like an Ortiz fight. He said that Wilder has to come to the UK to fight him. Anthony Joshua is really just clout chasing out for Wilder's name. And to be honest with you guys, we haven't really heard anything from Wilder. He's probably getting prepared for the Fury fight. He ain't really entertaining the trash talk from AJ or nothing. He's not even entertaining, and I don't blame him. The fans, nobody's really talking about the Wilder Joshua fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because Andy Ruiz happened. That spoiled it. And then the whole it just really just drained everybody. The whole, maybe not the AJ fans, because they got what they wanted, which was AJ not to fight Wilder, but the whole roller coaster ride of their fight and them going back and forth in the public, Eddie Hearn out here lying, AJ out here just being a coward. It just got real tiring. To the point now, like, I don't even want to hear about it. If y'all go fight, just make it happen behind the scenes and then just let us know if it's going down. But how did AJ become unified champion in less than 20 fights? Well, let me tell you how. Because of Charles Martin. Charles Martin fought for a vacant IBF title against a guy, I forgot the dude's name now. But dude blew his leg out in the fight. Charles Martin becomes champ by default. You know what I'm saying? Charles Martin is a green fighter, by the way, at this time. He's a green guy. Green fighter, like Wilder, like Joshua. No amateur background, just one of these new age green heavyweights. I think Charles Martin is going to be a late bloomer, me personally. He might be a guy that may be somewhat of a factor a little later on, but we'll see. But then, the Vladimir Klitschko happened. He got the Vladimir Klitschko fight. The belts were all on the line. They threw the WBA belt in there as a consolation prize. Really, Vlad was supposed to fight Luis Ortiz, but that never happened. You know what I'm saying? He ended up fighting AJ. They ended up throwing him one of those belts. I can't remember if it was WBA specifically, but it was one of those belts. I remember I used to say it all the time back around this time when it was happening on Facebook. He threw that shit in there as a consolation prize. One of those belts. I think it was WBA. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be Luis Ortiz's shot. So Vlad ends up getting beat in a fight that I felt that Vlad let up off the gas on. He let up off the gas, okay? He had AJ hurt, and he let off the gas for about 2 or 3 rounds. I think Vladimir Klitschko could have beat that swole, muscle-bound AJ at that time. But he let up off the gas, and he willingly passed the torch to Anthony Joshua. And that's what happened. That's what fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? Vladimir Klitschko, Tyson Fury fucked up. The belts went up in the air. Vladimir Klitschko was still supposed to be fighting for those belts because it was supposed to be a rematch. And then, this is just how it happened. Deontay Wilder's approach was a little bit different. Now, if Howard Heyman had fed Charles Martin and Wilder, things might have been a little bit differently. But back then, Wilder was nowhere near as big as he is now. So that type of fight, it was hard to get guys in there with Wilder as it was. So if they wasn't throwing no big bag on the table, which Wilder really wasn't generating at that time, these guys want to go get in the ring with him. It's not worth training for 6 to 8 weeks, preparing yourself to fight this killer. Then next thing you know, you get in the ring with him, you looking up, it's only been 30 seconds, the fight is over. So these guys want to get well paid for that. But now Wilder is pretty much a big name, so everybody go kind of maybe more willing to fight him now. But Anthony Joshua, he really just needs to come to America and fight Wilder. But that's not going to happen. Why? Because he got the belt, so he got all the leverage again. Really, it's funny that he says one day, I don't want to talk about Wilder, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to talk about him after this Ruiz fight. The next thing you know, everybody got fights signed, booked, sealed, and delivered. He got mandatory obligations that he has to fulfill. Now he wants to come out and do all this talking. I think that's funny. But the thing is, everybody's path is different. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's path was different. They built him up slowly. They let him fight a lot of guys. Wilder had really no experience. He was just a guy up in there that could punch. And now he built himself into the fighter he is today. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, he came out right at the gate. They saw the potential in him. They saw the potential star power in him. He was a gold medalist for the UK. So he already had a little bit of momentum coming out the gate. Plus, boxing is pretty big over there in the UK to top it off. Boxing is just really a niche sport here in America. Nobody's really, I mean, just on the grand scheme of things, outside of us, our hardcore boxing minds, boxing is the last thing that's on your average American's mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I mean, really, I don't want to hold you too long, but really though, some fighters, they become stars later on in their careers. You know, guys like Jorge Masvidal, for example, if you know the UFC, the baddest motherfucker, the Cuban guy that be, 3-piece in a biscuit and shit. Street Jesus. He's been around for a long time. He just now becoming a star. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Liddell was 35 years old when he really became the man. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, he didn't really become the man until Oscar De La Hoya. And Floyd Mayweather had a decorated amateur career. He was just one of the top pound-for-pound fighters even throughout his whole career for the most part. But he didn't really become that man, that guy, until he fought Oscar. Everybody's path is different. Some guys take longer. Some guys become stars right out the gate. Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, probably two people you can say that became stars right out the gate. Conor McGregor kind of been around, but he was a little bit more low key. But he did blow up. He blew up fast. Ronda Rousey was a star right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? That's just some MMA examples. So I mean, really, AJ is just the product of a market that's really feeling boxing. That's the best way I could say it. UK loves boxing. They put boxing on the pedestal. It's probably one of their top sports over there. Boxing probably not even in the top 5. I'd probably say if they had a list of the top sports in America, boxing probably under MMA somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Under UFC and shit. Real shit. That's what I think. I think it is. UFC's putting up the better fights and everything. But yeah, I'm getting off subject here. Anthony Joshua, if he's going to fight Deontay Wilder, it should have been happened, man. We should be talking about Wilder Joshua 2 or Joshua Wilder 2 right now. But instead, we're going to sit here for the next 2020, this next year, arguing amongst the fans. I'm not going to do it. Arguing amongst the fans, Wilder Joshua fight. Man, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because us boxing fans, we're not spoiled. You know what I'm saying? We can only hope and argue amongst each other that these fights are happening. UFC fans, they spoiled as shit. Us boxing fans, we are not spoiled. Don't sit here and be content and satisfied with these bullshit fights and these matchups they feeding us. At least give us 2 compelling fights a year, people. Like, subscribe, hot your boy. Peace out.